The reason I'm giving this little tidbit about it is because it's here. It's Monday. If you haven't put that on your calendar, please do. Now, regretfully, when I did the talks earlier, I said one of the things you really need to watch for is the weather. So if you've made reservations in Fredericksburg, Waco, that direction, you might not see an eclipse because they're predicting rain, 50% chance of rain and cloudiness. Now, you might get the effect of the total solar eclipse, but you will not see it as much as you would if you were someplace where it wasn't so cloudy or rainy. So if you're planning on traveling to see it, be sure you get where you're planning ahead of time. They've even called out the National Guard in some places to be sure they have no traffic jams, particularly on the interstates. They have closed a lot of schools that are in the path of the total solar eclipse. My real job is tax assessor, collector in Arion County. We sell vehicle registrations and permits. The Motor Vehicle Division of Texas is not allowing any permits to be issued to vehicles. Now, you can still register your car and stuff, but these are permits where they come in and they just want a permit for a couple of days. They're not allowing any of those to be issued in the path of the total solar eclipse, those counties. So it's going to be a lot of people. We had a lady in our office the other day, and she said the last total solar eclipse, they went to Wyoming, and they went to a Forest Service road, and they put up their tent, ready for the eclipse the next day, went to bed. They woke up the next morning, there were 150 cars all around them. When they got ready to leave after the total eclipse, they just took a hike, came back, and everybody was gone. So that's something you have to think about is the traffic too. So let me just bring you up to date a little bit on it. And if you're going to stay in San Angelo, you will see a partial eclipse if it's not too cloudy. We're getting forecast for a little bit of cloudiness too. Be sure you have your glasses. If you haven't gotten glasses and you're planning on looking at this thing, be sure to get some. I understand the physics department at ASU is giving them out for free. And I think there are places in San Angelo where you can buy them, like Walmart and HEB. I've heard they have them. But if you don't want to look at the sun, this is a pinhole camera, okay? And it's just a box. Cat food came in. You punch a hole in it. You aim it at the sun goes through here down on a flat surface, preferably concrete. You can see the eclipse happen on the concrete. That's a way to see it without having to put your glasses on, if you don't have any. And sunglasses are not enough. It's got to be the special glasses. It's too late now, but if you haven't seen my book, this is the one that's the prime authority. I was trained as a master naturalist with NASA in order to be able to bring the talks about the total solar eclipse and the partial one we had in October. And so I'm excited. I can't wait. Even if the clouds are there, I'm going to see it. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It's a spectacular event when the moon completely blots out the sun for up to 4 minutes, 28 seconds if you get in the right place, depending on where you view it. Now, the partial eclipse here will be about that same time. So if you just want to see a partial, you can stay right here and do it. It will not come over our area as a total solar eclipse, but 32 million people in the United States will be able to view it or be there where it's happening. There will be unspeakable beauty of the sun's corona and the panoply of colors and light in the suddenly dark sky will disorient your mind. You'll see the blackest black where the moon is surrounded by the sun's ever-changing ethereal outer atmosphere, the corona. There's an iridescence, a scintillation, and delicate colors all at once. As the moon's shadow approaches, the sky will change rapidly From eerie dim daylight to deep twilight with planets and stars becoming visible if we don't have clouds. We'll be watching the celestial clockwork of our solar system, the effect of the moon revolving about the Earth in its orbit around the sun. The last total solar eclipse was 2017. The next one is 2045. Waco, Texas is probably the closest and best viewing area of the 5 large cities that it will completely envelop. And the sun will be 2/3 way up in the south. All 5 planets will be on the horizon. And there's other places you can go. San Antonio will be 4 minutes, 8 seconds. Kerrville, 4 minutes, 28 seconds. Comfort, 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Fredericksburg, 4 minutes, 24 seconds. And that's not right in the town of Fredericksburg. It's about 11 miles north of Fredericksburg. Killeen, 4 minutes, 18 seconds. Waco, 4 minutes, 13 seconds. And Valley Mills, 4 minutes, 24 seconds. It will leave Texas, it will come in Texas at the Mexico border and leave at the Oklahoma border near Sulphur Springs. 12.5 million people in Texas alone will be able to see this eclipse if the clouds and the rain don't keep us from doing it. And it's more people than was in the entire path of the 2017 total solar eclipse. So mark your calendars. The next annular eclipse over Texas will be January. Now over Texas, there'll be one in 2045, but not here. In January 16th, 2056, and then November 15th, 2077. That's a long way off. So I hope you're looking forward to it as I am. Find you a place. My husband and I have decided that we're going to go find a very remote road that we know of south of here, and we're going to get on the side of the road and just have a picnic and wait for the eclipse, then come home. A lot of people have made a lot of plans, and they've spent a lot of money on this, and there's no cancellation on their reservations. I have a friend who spent $360 to spend the night to see the eclipse. No cancellation, and they're going to have 50% chance of rain where she chose. So either stay here and watch partial or go take your chances on the solar. Now, if I don't get back to San Angelo, I got caught in the traffic jam I wasn't expecting.